Good Thursday morning, everyone. Looking at our USA Mortgage level of concern for Thursday today through Saturday, low end risk for severe storms. In fact, it's looking less and less likely that we'll see anything for Friday and much of Saturday, but we're going to be so warm and humid that if anything were to develop, it could become severe. So I'll keep an eye on that. We are definitely at level 2 for today, and that's mainly north of Cumberland County. It's going to be a sharp gradient between who is concerned about severe thunderstorms today and who is not. Those of us in Cumberland County, White County, Bledsoe County, down Spencer, Van Buren County, and whatnot, nah. In East Tennessee, not really worried about anything either. But Fentress County, Overton County, Pickett County, you all need to be weather aware today. This is really more for you all for a meteorologist mark weather alert day due to the orientation of that front. So you could see severe thunderstorms at times like you have this morning. That's what we're dealing with right now, is a severe thunderstorm moving through portions of Fentress County. So we'll see more storms across Middle Tennessee that may track that same direction and kind of maybe just kind of skirt Fentress County. Maybe areas north of Jamestown even are the ones who need to be the most weather aware today. So just keep that in mind as we go through the rest of our Thursday. And Premier Generators brings us our threat graphic. And again, this is mainly north of Cumberland County. You got that low end tornado threat, straight line winds, some hail, flooding. Any storm that develops could be severe, but widespread severe weather is not expected. It's mainly, Overton County, Pickett County, Fentress County, in the areas that I really watch. Putnam County, you all need to be weather aware too, especially for the western portion of Putnam County. But yeah, it really is how this front has set up. Remember, I said that I was not concerned about the plateau unless you lived along or north of a line from Livingston to Jamestown. And that certainly seems like that's how things are playing out. That front has behaved itself so far with the model data and how the guidance was showing that it might behave, and just going by what we know for this time of the year and what we know in general. So we'll see how this pans out. I will say that Middle Tennessee is certainly under the gun today. There's already been some concerning looking storms on radar. So if you're headed west to Nashville today, make sure that you're paying attention to the weather, just in case one of those storms ends up where you are. Clearview Closet and Blind Business 5-day forecast. I've dropped rain chances down 20% for Friday and Saturday. But the thing about it is, if a storm does develop, it would be capable of being severe. Because look at that, we're in the 80s. You remember I told you a summer-like air mass was going to settle into the region. That summer-like air mass arrived last night. Many of you all were commenting it just feels humid and hot outside, and yeah, it is. It feels like June or even early July. So we have really plunged into a summer humid air mass because that front's to our west, and so it's pumping up all that warm moist air from the Gulf, and then that cold front's going to collide with all of this late Saturday night into Sunday morning, and it does look like we will have a severe thunderstorm threat. Still not looking like anything just outrageous like what you might expect with this type of air mass. So I'll keep an eye on that though, but I will definitely tell you this. You don't need a meteorologist to tell you that if a cold front's coming into this air mass by late Saturday night into Sunday, that we could have some troubles. But I'll keep an eye on that. But again, it's looking more of like a threat more to our south. But I'm sure we'll have some severe thunderstorms in Tennessee with that cold frontal patches. And then look at Monday. We're partly cloudy and back to seasonable with highs in the mid 50s, and then a little frost Monday night. Premier Generators brings us our threat graphic, and this is just after midnight Saturday to Sunday morning. Just to be aware that we will be watching those threats. I've got the low end concern for a tornado, but that could change. And then certainly looking at straight line winds and flooding could certainly be an issue too, especially with this humid air mass. Folks, I'll be watching everything closely today. Again, I think us in Cumberland County, I still think we're going to be okay. But those of you in Fentress County, especially the northern half of Fentress County, and that includes you all in Jamestown, let's be weather aware. Over in Overton County, Pickett County, and I would even say the western half of Putnam County, and Cookeville might be on the edge of that. So it's a sharp gradient between the weather in Tennessee today. East Tennessee, hardly anything going on. So especially around the Knoxville area. The only exceptions will be up around Oneida in northern Scott County. That might be getting a little bit of what's coming out of Fentress County, northern Fentress County. I'll be watching it close. You just keep it right here, Meteorologist Mark.